Here's your WNEM TV5 news update.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Meg McLeod. Here's a quick look at the stories we're following tonight. The state of Michigan is reporting an uptick in daily coronavirus cases with more than 3,500 new cases and 115 deaths. 92 of those were identified during a vital records review. We now stand at more than 858,000 cases, and the death toll has surpassed 18,000. The state's new pandemic order is now in effect, lifting the mask requirement for outdoor gatherings smaller than 100 people. Teen athletes are also no longer required to undergo regular COVID testing if they are fully vaccinated. Masks will continue to be required for contact sports, but they're no longer required at outdoor non-contact competitions and practices. Fully vaccinated people are also not required to be masked at indoor residential gatherings. The order ends May 31st.
The city of Flint now has recorded more than 4 consecutive years of lead testing results that are below the 15 parts per billion EPA action level for lead.
The director of the State Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy provided a positive prognosis for Flint's recovery from its water crisis. It was part of Mayor Sheldon Neely's progress report, Water and Infrastructure Improvements.
I'm about a year and a half into office. We've been making some marvelous strides as we find our way through the intersection of crisis.
He expects to finish the replacement of all lead service lines this summer. And now here's Brian with a look at our forecast.
All right, thanks very much, Meg. Heading on into tonight, after we get the showery and dreary conditions out of the picture this evening, things are going to turn frosty, and some of us even in line to see a freeze overnight. Another round of frost advisories in effect, this time for Midland, Aranac, as well as, Gladwin, Aranac, as well as Midland Bay, Saginaw, and Gratiot counties. And freeze warnings in effect for M55 counties on northward, as well as Isabella and Clare counties until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Make sure you take some time this evening to cover up or bring indoors any sensitive plants that you might have outdoors, and don't forget your furry friends too. Make sure you don't leave them out in this kind of cold that's settling in for tonight. First 1-5 Sky Tracker has an area of low pressure currently over the Chicago area. It's going to track away to the southeast into parts of Ohio as we move into the overnight period. It's going to take the evening rain with it. This little band of showers that you see over Wisconsin, since those are predominantly daytime heating driven showers, those will fizzle off after sunset, leaving us with a good amount of clearing to take hold into the overnight period. It's that clearing that's going to allow our temperatures to take such a steep dive overnight. And then eventually, as we head into tomorrow, we're right back into the same boat with another round of showers, a secondary cold front coming on in. When that arrives in Michigan tomorrow afternoon, it's going to bring with it not just showers, but maybe even a few stray rumbles of thunder too. So hour by hour forecast heading from 8 o'clock to 11. We'll see any lingering showers in parts of the thumb by 11 p.m. in the process, I should say, of working their way out. A blend of partly to mostly cloudy skies will then take over for the overnight period. Some of what you're seeing here tomorrow morning on top of the frosty conditions will also be some areas of patchy fog. That clears on out over the course of tomorrow morning. By midday, with that frontal boundary approaching, we'll see some showers breaking out predominantly around the Tri-Cities north and west, building east into the thumb by the time we hit about 3 o'clock, but persisting really in some scattered fashion region-wide, even through the 6 o'clock hour tomorrow evening, before we then clear out again tomorrow night, see another steep dip in temperatures and likely another round of frost advisories and freeze warnings coming as we head into the weekend. For tonight, once again, make sure to protect your sensitive plants. Widespread frost and even freeze conditions expected, with most lows in the low to mid 30s. Evening showers will give way to those clearing skies as we head into the overnight period. Friday, a near repeat of today, just with a slightly higher chance for a passing rumble of thunder. Showers and thunder possible, the high around 53. Dry still for Mother's Day weekend, 57, partly cloudy on Saturday, mostly cloudy 56 for Mother's Day on Sunday. And then some hope of getting back into the 60s, but we got to wait a bit. That more normal weather not returning until the middle of next week.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.